Abeg, I fit chop with you. Chike Obi, billionaire oil and gas executive, was having a solitary dinner at the Sky restaurant in Victoria Island. The city glittered below him, a world away. Outside, the relentless Lagos hustle continued. A small figure, no taller than the table, appeared beside him. It was a little girl, about 8, in a faded Ankara dress 2 sizes too big. Her feet were bare and dusty. Her eyes, too old for her face, locked onto his plate of pounded yam and egusi soup. "Oga, I fit chop small," she whispered. The air in the posh restaurant froze. The waiter rushed over, his face a mask of embarrassment. "Oga Chike, sorry sir. This street Pikin no suppose dey here. Make I comot her." Chike, a man who had built his empire from a single generator repair shop in Aba, held up a hand. He didn't see a nuisance. He saw a reflection of a hunger he once knew. "Wait, Wetin be your name?" he asked, his voice softening into Igbo-accented English. "Ada," she said, her voice a little stronger. "Sit in for here, Ada," Chike said, pulling out the heavy chair beside him. "You go chop with me today." The restaurant gasped. Phone cameras discreetly lifted. Ada climbed onto the chair and ate with a slow, deliberate focus that spoke of long hunger. Between careful bites, her story spilled out. A fire in the Makoko floating community had taken her mother. Her father, a Danfo driver, had gone to look for better work in Port Harcourt and never returned. She now slept near the Obalende underbridge. Chike's heart tightened. A decision, firm and final, settled in his spirit. "You no go sleep for underbridge again," he stated. "Not tonight, not ever." He took her to his penthouse in Banana Island. She stared at the floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the lagoon as if it were magic. "This parlor big pass our whole house for Makoko," she whispered. But Nigeria noticed. A tweet from another diner went viral. "Billionaire they dine with street Pikin for VI. Wetin be the catch?" Hashtag Billionaire and the beggar trended. Comments were a storm. "Publicity stunt. He go use her for rituals. Not human trafficking." Then, 2 women from a child protection NGO arrived at his door. "Mr. Obi, you can't just pick a child from the street. There are procedures. We must trace any family," they explained. "Then help me follow the procedure," Chike said, his voice leaving no room for argument. "But I no go return her to the street. Make we do the right thing the right way." Weeks of home checks, interviews, and court dates followed. Ada thrived. She started school, her sharp mind soaking up knowledge. She called Chike Uncle Chike. For the first time in years, she felt safe. The knock came on a rainy Thursday. A thin, weary man stood there. "My name be Emeka. I be Ada Papa." He explained, shamefaced, how grief and failure had swallowed him. He thought she was dead or better off without him. Ada listened quietly. She walked up to him and took his rough hand. "Papa, I forgive you," she said. "You fit visit me, but my house be here now. Uncle Chike, not my person." In the family court at Ikeja, the judge, a stern-looking woman, looked down at Ada. "My Pikin, where do you want to live?" Ada pointed firmly at Chike. "With my Uncle Chike." The judge, after reviewing the social worker's reports and seeing Ada's transformation, granted Chike permanent guardianship. One Saturday, Ada looked out at their expansive balcony. Uncle Chike, everywhere not just concrete, nothing green. That simple observation birthed a project. Together, they turned the balcony into a garden. Ugu, tomatoes, scent leaves. From this small patch of green grew Ada's Garden Initiative, building small vegetable farms and orphanages and displacement camps. One quiet evening, with the sounds of Lagos buzzing below, Ada leaned against Chike as they checked the ripe tomatoes. "Uncle Chike," she asked softly, "this one means say I be your Pikin for real now, like your daughter." Chike, a man who faced down business rivals and government ministers without flinching, felt tears hot in his eyes. He pulled her into a tight hug. Yes, my dear, you are my daughter, from that very first day. At her school graduation, her name was called Adobe Obi. A new name, a new life, a new family, not by blood, but by a choice made over a plate of food. This kind of story, they restore your hope for Nigeria? Subscribe to our channel for more powerful Nigerian stories of hope, choice, and second chances. Turn on your post notifications so you no go miss any video. Drop comment, tell us Wetin you think.